or we should wait a little bit for some things? What do you think?
When you said you don't have much time, just let's start and let's see what we can do. The only thing I would just advise you to do is don't be going back and forth. Well, answer questions, but maybe some that joined late telling you to start over again. No, I won't encourage that. So if peradventure those that started with us now they don't understand, okay, you can buttress one or two things. So I think that will save time and you'll be able to finish on time and go rest. Well done. Ali, are you there?
Sorry, my brother left, so I had to.
Okay.
What I have now is this Math 102. Firstly, I will let us know, I want us to know that this is another part of mathematics, or another branch of mathematics, and it's dealing with functions, limits, and differentiation and the likes. All these things are the things that actually function with system. After function and the likes, limits, the mode of differentiation. So those are the things contained on that this particular course consists of. So we need full concentration to move with it, and we need full devotion. So we should just keep trying our best. We said it again, I'm really impressed by everyone's submission to that physics. People really tried it, they put in more effort. They did well, to be sincere. Yeah, I want something like that to go with this mathematics too. Function. When we talk of function, when we talk of function simply function simply means the dependence of a particular variable on another. That's of a particular variable on another variable. Now, this is a variable y. This is a variable x. There are two different quantities. Now, what is going to tell us these things are function is a relationship that exists between both of them. It's a relationship that exists between both of them. It's an equation that connects the both of them together. That's what is going to determine are they functions or not. Are they functions or not? If you see something like that. So now it's very simple. Yeah, I think I opened my material sometimes ago before we even resumed. I saw that we wrote some notes at the top, like one notes like this. It was so long. Let me summarize what we read. The function, when we say y is a function of s, y is a function x of x. What we really mean by this is that y will always give us any value of y, will always give us just one value of x. You know, in mapping a function, this is just for mapping a function. Now, everyone take a look. This is another one recorded. This is A, B, C. Okay, let me use X, Y, Z. Everyone, please take a good look at this. This is what is happening everywhere. Now, I'm trying to use a better manner. This is 3, 4, 5. Very. So this is now X is matched to 4, Y is matched to 3, and Z is matched to 5. So this is the domain. This contains the domain. We call the domain. So I can say f of x. Please take a look. This is how mapping comes. This is the image. So the image of x is 3. Of x is 4. Because x goes to this. The image of x is 4. So I'll say f of x equals 4. That's how it comes. Let me assume f of this, f of this. this is f of y. F of y equals 3. And f of z. So what is f of z, guys? Who will tell me? 5. Thank you. So these things now, they are the images of this particular subset. So now when we look at function, that's the first thing I want us to get. So those are the things they are writing us on in the material. I think the next is just to will everyone have time to look it up. So now, when any value of y equals to one value of x, definitely the y is a function of y. Y is a function of x. So now this is y equals to fx. Okay, y equals to fx. By the time we calculate this one, we are going to see that y equals fx. If y equals something and x equals something, we will only have one value of y. Like everyone, look at this. Y equals m times x is 1. M times 1. So y equals m. So since y is ordinarily m, so m is just one thing, one variable or constant. So now y equals to that m. So definitely y is a function of x. Look at this, x squared plus y squared equals 1. To determine if y is a function of x, I think I'm using this example, it's better to use it. So I said x squared plus y squared equals 1. Is y a function of x? Is y a function of x? Is y a function of x here? Very simple. You just make y the subject. Y squared equals 1 minus x squared. So now, we can't just say this is y. Thankfully, I saw people's work in the physics. They knew that we have to take square root of both sides in this situation. So taking square root of both sides, we know that square root of y squared equals square root of 1 minus x squared. But this will always be plus or minus. Whenever you are taking square root, you will always be having plus or minus. So now, y equals plus or minus square root of 1 minus x squared. You know, definitely we can have the first answer to be plus square root of 1 minus x squared, and the second answer to be minus square root of 1 minus x squared, because it is plus or minus. You can see that these things are two different answers. This is 1, this is 2. Therefore, y is not a function of x. I'm coming again. Because y gives two answers. That's why y is not a function of x. I'm going to explain it again. I'm going to explain it again. I said to determine if y is a function of x or not, a very simple one. You equate everything in the equation to y, ordinary y, not y squared. So now, from x squared to the other side becomes minus x squared. So y squared equals minus x squared. So now we have y squared equals 1 minus x squared. Now take square of both sides. Take square root of both sides. Square root here cancels square. I have plus or minus. Since I'm taking square root, we have x squared equals 3. Together I think I'll say x equals plus or minus square root of 3. I must put that plus or minus. Plus or minus should be there. So plus or minus square root of 1 minus x squared. And y equals to plus or minus square root of 1 minus x squared. So I can either write it that y equals plus square root of 1 minus x squared, or y equals minus square root of 1 minus x squared. This is equal to plus or minus. So then taking one of these, taking the whole of them now, we know that we're having two values for y. Since two values of y satisfy any value of x, then it is not a function of x. Two values of y. It is supposed to be one value of y. And if it is just a value of y, then everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. But now it is two values of y which affects the situation. I'm giving another example like this. Let's say I have x plus y, x squared plus y equals 5x. Please, I believe everyone should understand it with this one how to do like that. X squared plus y equals 5x. So x squared plus y equals 5x. I want to determine is y a function of x or not. Very simple. Make y the subject. Y equals 5x minus x squared. Since I can see that y will only give me one answer, I only get one answer of y. Okay, let's say x equals 1. Then y equals 5x minus, that's 5 times 1 minus 1 squared. That's 5 minus 1 equals 4. So since I can get just a value for that y, just one value, the one value is what? 4. Definitely y is a function of x. But look at this one we did here. Look at this one we did here. We said y equals plus or minus square root of 1 minus x squared. Now let us see. Let's say x equals 1. Let's say x equals 2. X equals 2. So y equals plus or minus square root of 1 minus, what is 2? X 2 squared. So y equals plus or minus square root of 1 minus 2 squared is 4. So y equals plus or minus square root of minus 3. So now what I'm going to do here is that I have plus or minus square root of minus 3. So y equals plus square root of minus 3 or minus square root of minus 3. You can see we have two values. Part of what we've done is what we know as complex numbers. You just take this one as minus 3i, or this is 3i, and this is minus 3i. This is another 3i, and this is minus 3i. So due to knowledge of complex numbers. So you can see we have two values for y. So the two values for y is telling us that y can never be a function of x. I don't think we have just a value of y or for y as we have it here. Then we can call it a function of x. Please, is there anyone that has understood it here? I'm still explaining it again, but is there anyone that has understood it here? Just show the reaction. Nobody understand. Yes. Okay. 2 people, 3 people, yeah, I'm saying 3 people understanding it. Okay. Somebody come down here. Again, I'm going again, guys. Going again, please just raise your hand. You have anything to say? For instance, let's hear you. Catherine, let's hear you too. Okay, Srin, let's hear you. You raised your hand. Now, let's move. Again, I'm saying that this is x squared plus y squared equals to 4. X equals to 4x minus 3. So this is an equation given now. This is a relationship. Okay, Beatrice, do you have anything to ask or say? Beatrice, please speak out.
Yes, my question is like when it comes to that kind, like you see somewhere they'll say 3i plus, or that I, that's where I always get the problem there. I don't really understand that side.
I is under what we treated last semester. It's really unfortunate we couldn't do like this last semester. We only studied for exam now. So it is called complex number. That I is called complex number. Square root of any negative number will give you a complex number. So square root of minus 3 is exactly 3 times square root of minus 1. So that's 3i. So if you don't want to take it to that level, just write the answer the way it is. Plus minus 3 or minus 3 if you don't want to be confused. So if you want to understand it better, maybe we can talk another time. You shouldn't be wasting time. Alright. This is what we have here. X squared plus y squared equals 4x minus 3. Taking this now, I want to see is y a function of x or not. To determine that, I have to make this y the subject of the formula. Y squared equals 4x minus 3 minus x squared. I'm making y the subject of the equation. So y squared equals 4x minus 3 minus x squared. So to get y now, take square root of both sides. So square root of y squared equals plus or minus square root of 4x minus 3 minus x squared. 4x minus 3 minus x squared. So I'm taking the square root. Whenever you're taking the square root of both sides, make sure the plus or minus is at the side. That is very mandatory. It is most especially in function. It is very, very important in functions. So now y equals plus or minus this. Let's say to determine, you can just determine. It's very easy. Number one determination here is that it is already plus and minus. You know you have two answers. So it means that y equals plus square root of 4x minus 3, just like how we solve the quadratic equation in the formula. Plus 4x minus 3 minus x squared, or y equals minus square root of 4x minus 3 minus x squared. You can see that y is either equal to this or y equals this. Having two answers means that y is not a function of x, because there are two different things. Let me see the reaction. Anyone here? Alright, what I'm going to use to determine is the classroom. I have a question here. Let's say I have yes, 3x squared plus y squared equals 13. 3x squared plus y squared, 3x squared plus y equals 13. Tell us, is y a function of x or not? So let's try that. Is y a function of x or not? I want to try it. Anyone? Is there anyone done with it? Is y a function of x in this equation or not? Pictures.
Yes, y is a function of x, because if you find out the answer, you're going to get the answer is just 1.
Just 1. Perfect. Just 1.
I want this thing to be a full screen. I'm not looking at it very well. I'm not seeing it. Let it be in a full screen. I don't know how to turn it in. Okay.
What about this? Can I see it now?
Mr. Ebe, pin him on your phone.
Thank you. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Alright, that's good. Okay, yeah, I believe there are other people that actually believe that this y is a function of x in this equation. So now, determine, is y a function of x in this? Is y a function of x in this?
Y is not a function of x.
Thank you, Ms. Kingsley. That's perfect. Y is not a function of x. Because any value of thank you, Aminat. Any value of x is going to give us 3 values for y. We need just a value of y to make y a function of x. Thank you. So definitely we can determine now. That's a common question. It might to be part of our questions. So that's gotten now. Right. So we can go to the next thing. Ms. Abigail.
Please, thank you. It seems that if y is raised to any power, it's not a function. That is what I just noticed. But if you can't just
if it is raised to any power greater than 1.
Yeah, greater than 1, it will not be a function of x. But if it's just y or y raised to power 1, it will be a function of x. That is what I'm thinking. Thank you.
I knew it. You got it right.
I didn't agree with that too.
You didn't agree?
Yes. What of if we have y raised to power 3 plus x raised to power 3 is it equals to 0?
Plus minus x to the power 3. Are we together? This is x raised to y raised to power 3. So y raised to power 3 equals, let's say x equals to 1 minus 1 raised to power 3. The answer is going to give me minus 1. So I can have one value for y. So Kingsway is proved your theorem. Yes, Abigail. So it's very right. See how people they show mathematics for here. That's interesting. Into it. And they demonstrate too. We did know about. That's very good. Yeah. Let's take it into consideration. So if I have y raised to the power of 5 now, plus x raised to the power of 5 equals 2. Definitely y will be a function of x because they have the same power. I think that is the theory you should hold, Miss Abigail. Y raised to the power 5 plus x raised to the power 5 equals 2. Make y the subject. Y raised to the power 5 equals 2 minus x raised to the power 5. So now let's say that x equals 1. So I can say 2 minus y raised to the power 5. That's 2 minus 1 equals y raised to the power 5. So y raised to the power 5 equals 2 minus 1, that is 1. So the fifth root of 1 is going to give me 1. So y is still 1. Just answer. Let us go to, you like complex things, I suppose. Let's move to other thing. We call something inverse function. Because of the inverse function. This is a function y equals 5x plus 3. We are going to look for the inverse of this function. Inverse just means, when using the system, control Z is undo, right? Or you do. Yeah. So this thing is just about undo and redo. This thing now, to get the inverse of y, it means clicking on redo. That's the meaning. You want to redo. That means looking for the inverse of x. So that's a very common thing, a very, very common question. Yeah, looking for the inverse. To look for the inverse, you need to calm down very well. They will give you that. F of x equals 5x plus 3. Find f inverse of x. That means find the inverse. Find f inverse of x. You are given f of x equals 5x plus 3. Now, find f inverse of x. Are we together, everyone? Shall we move ahead? Let's see a reaction, just a reaction. Reactions. So that will determine if we are moving forward. Yeah, so we can move now. We can move. To get the reaction now, to get the inverse of f of x, you do this. You make this f of x y first. Please listen carefully. Y equals 5x plus 3. Are we getting it? Now, this is the first step. Please mute your mic. This is the first step. What is your meeting is on mic? Okay, it's okay now. So y equals 5x plus 3. You made that f of x equals y. You made it y. So you are not going to interchange. You are going to interchange. Don't forget. You are looking for the inverse, right? Interchange. That means you are going to make x y and make y x. You are going to make x y and make y x. What's this? Y turn it to x. X equals 5y plus 3. Please, everybody understand what happened there? I changed the x to y. I changed the y to x. Thank you. And I believe somebody is going with me. Yeah. So now I'm going to make the y the subject again. Making the y the subject. 5y equals x minus 3. let me be knowing if we are moving together. 5y equals x minus 3. We can just do what? Divide both sides by 5. So y equals x minus 3 over 5. Right? So now f inverse of a equals x minus 3 over 5. You know something, you need to look at it within itself. Look at it within a minute by yourself. Look at the process by yourself within a minute. Don't lie to yourself and ask a question. Please ask question. There should be someone.
Question though.
There should be one or two people. Okay, Kingsley has a question.
Yeah. So from the first step, we turn the function of x to be y equals to 5x plus 3.
Exactly.
So my question now is that I didn't see the point. Why not just start from x equals to 5y plus 3?
Because I don't want to confuse, because everything will end in x at the end of the day.
Oh.
And I keep it to, after thinking of the best way, I believe this is the best way to explain it.
Okay.
And I will bring it myself. This thing you mentioned will be exactly what I want.
Okay.
So I was thinking of it. We are not confused person. So another question. Kingsley, I don't understand. You say you go on master during this holiday.
Wait, no, I dey follow wetin you dey do.
Yeah, Johnny. Prodigy, what do you have to say?
No, just to shed more light on the question King Smith asked. I think what Ali's trying to say is, if peradventure you just write x equals to 5y plus 3, that means we are not interchanging, so the x is not even changing, so it will confuse people. So I think it is better you changed it so that people can go along with it.
So because it will just be as if I'm doing it myself, as if I'm calculating myself. No man, I'm using the one will change. But I have to explain. So Miss Abigail, thank you for
Please, when you change, you swap the y and x. I thought while swapping is either you put minus and because if you get to the third line, where you make 5y the subject, the 5y the subject, you brought this x to this side and the sign change is now x minus 3.
It is the plus 3 I brought this x sign. What I did is this x minus 3 equals 5y. So I now rearrange that 5y equals x minus 3. You did the same thing. X minus 3 equals 5y. And 5y equals x minus 3. So that is what I did. I brought the 3 here and now arranged it well. You do not seem to understand, Miss Abigail.
No, not at all. I don't know if you understand my question. I said when you changed, you swap the y and x. I don't know, but if you are swapping like that, the sign has to change. If it's positive, it has to go to negative. If it's negative, it has to go to positive. That's what I'm just trying to get.
Miss Abigail. Miss Abigail.
When I put from this x to y, and I change from y to x, that doesn't have anything to do with sign. And we mentioned it now. About 2 people mentioned it right now. That I wouldn't have changed anything. But because I have to explain, I'm changing it. So you can, when solving, you can also change it. It doesn't mean anything. So changing it doesn't affect the sign at all. Changing y, interchanging the both of them doesn't affect the sign at all. Anyway, you understand? We'll take another example. This is just a question. For one person, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin, any question?
Yes, please. No. Just to clarify for this sister that just called, I think it's better explained this way. Let minus y go to the left hand side. Let minus 3 when minus 3 goes to the left hand side, I mean when plus 3 goes to the left hand side, it changes to minus 3. Is that what you did?
That's exactly what I'm doing here. And I showed that. But I think that's what
She's looking at just
That's not a question. That's not a question. I understand.
No. If plus 3 goes to the left hand side, it's minus 3 now, is it not?
Exactly.
That is it. In the right hand side.
Don't forget, I don't tell my advice how can I say that so without getting we'll talk about this class at least some minutes here. Boy. So let's take God's law. Yeah. God's law. Mr. Benjamin. God's law, let's hear you.
Okay, so as I said, if we are changing all the numbers, it doesn't have anything to do with the signs.
If I'm interchanging X and Y, if I'm
Yes, it doesn't have anything to do with the signs. That means you're saying from the 5 to Y can be equal to X plus 3. If it doesn't have to change, if it doesn't have to affect the signs. Is that what you mean?
No.
It's not changing the alphabet.
Please hold that question. Hold it now. Put it at your left hand or your left hand. Now let's do it separately. You understand that question, but you understand the answer myself. You get the answer. Can I have this one? Or is there anyone else to share?
Bro.
So f of x equals 3x minus 2y. Find the inverse. 3x minus 21. Let's take it this way. Find the inverse of f of x. That means f inverse of x. F inverse of x. That's the meaning. F inverse of x. Look at what it is written. F raised to the power of minus 1 of x. F raised to the power of minus 1 of x. So the solution comes this way. Change f of x to y means what's that here? The person that asked me the last question, please listen. So f of x change it to y. Y equals 3x minus 21. So now, after doing that, don't change any sign at the moment. The next step is to interchange. Just interchange. You're not taking anything from one place to another at the moment. Interchange x and y. You understand the meaning of interchange. Just change where x is. Change x to y, change y to x. Interchanging x and y means this becomes x equals, and this becomes 3y minus 21. This is God's law. Do you know what we did here? Thank God. So now I've gotten x equals 3y minus 21. I can now make y the subject now. That's when I can now say I want to carry from one place to another. Let me carry minus 21 to this place. It's Abigail. This is your question too. X, no, not a question. X equals x plus 21 equals 3y. So I can say 3y equals x plus 21. If I go size by 3, y equals x plus 21 over 3. Therefore, f inverse of x equals x plus 21 and 3. It's as simple as this. Any question from anyone? I don't understand, please. Okay, I'll take it as everyone understood it. So there's one thing about composite mapping. Composite mapping involves taking the just following the algebraic law, distributive law, associative law, commutative law, and the likes. Let's just take composite mapping. It's exactly the same as combination of functions. Yeah, composite function, combination of functions. See. So f of x, yeah.
Please, I'm lost here. Please bring your camera to the other side, to the previous page. Yes. when you interchange, you said x, this x before y. When you interchange, this x before y. So I thought here it's supposed to be 3x minus 21. Why is it 3y? Is it because x is simple?
When you know it was supposed to be y equals 3x minus 21. Now interchanging y and x, that's exactly what I mentioned. Don't just say interchange. I interchange y and x. That means y becomes x becomes y. It's just like rubbing y up and write x there. Rubbing x up and write y here. Interchanging it now, look at it. I'm supposed to write y here. But interchanging it, I now wrote x. I'm supposed to write x here. Interchanging it, I now wrote y. Interchanging x and y.
Thank you very much, sir.
Very much. Yeah. All right. Let's go. The corner play of violence. It's due to the corner violently. Now, composite. This is f of x. F of x equals 3x plus 2. Now, there is another thing. F of g. Oh, sorry. G of x. Now, g of x equals 4x plus 3. I don't want to stress myself, guys. I don't want to waste our time. I want people to do f of x plus g of x. Yeah, I believe people can do it here. Before I will stop it. I suppose people are already attempted 3x plus 2 is 4x plus 3. So what is f of x plus g of x? We said composite function involved. Okay, Kingsley.
That's 7x plus 5.
Eh?
7x plus 5.
That's perfect. That's very perfect. So I don't understand how he got it. Please just show any reaction. I don't understand how he got it. I don't understand how he got his 7x plus 5. Okay, okay. It's a person. 1, 2. Eh? You don't understand how you get that. I will knock you. I will knock you. Alright. He says, Mr. Alright, now let us do it. How did he get it? F of x plus g of x. We know the value of f of x, right? We know the value of g of x. So f of x plus g of x simply is just from that. What is f of x? 3x plus 2. 3x plus 2 plus, what is g of x? 4x plus 3. Right? So look at the math. 3x plus 4x plus 2 plus 3. 3x plus 4x, 7x plus 2 plus 3, 5. 7x plus 5. I've understood it. Please react. Please show your reaction. That's the way I understand. Good. Catherine. Miss Catherine, okay, sir, please pronounce your name. Alright.
It's Catherine.
Okay, Catherine, alright. F of x equals this, blah, blah, blah. I'll keep using this f of x and g of x to have. So now we continue. There is somewhere we are getting to. Now, f of x minus g of x, guys, equals what? F of x minus g of x. Waiting. Yeah. This way, no, not you again.
2x.
Yes, I'm with you. It was my network that logged me out.
Is that because that's not right? Try it again.
Minus x plus 5.
That is wrong.
Make I try now. Make I try.
I use Wait.
1x minus 1.
1x minus 1, you tried, but that's wrong. Another person, you tried. Joy, let's hear it.
Is that minus x minus
X
1?
minus
Minus
1.
x minus 1.
Okay, the thing is your own joy. The tiny one's joy. The tiny two joy I'm talking about. I'm not talking to you. They don't carry to the other one. So now look at it, guys. F of x, you didn't understand how they got it. Just listen. Or you got a wrong thing, how should not So f of x is what? 3x plus 2 minus yes. Okay? 1 equals to 1. This is about it's not an equation. This person now we understood everything. It's a little much about
Minus 1x minus 1.
Miss Blessing or Mrs. You do not understand it. You do not understand it. Please listen carefully. F of x is 3x plus 2. F of x minus b of x is going to be 3x plus 2. Make sure you do it. I was supposed to do the addition to the bracket. I believe this addition is always complete. So my is going to like g of x is what? 4x plus 3. It's 3x plus 2. Don't forget that this is where your mistakes lies. Leader or leader is making. This is where your mistake lies. You have to let the minus affect everything inside the bracket because it is important. So now I have 3x minus x plus 2 minus 3. 3x minus 4x is what? Minus 3 is minus 1. So the job is perfect answer. We can answer. Minus x minus 1 is not minus 5. Only what did you do now? I don't understand you again. What did you happen now? Okay, another question. Perhaps.
So it looks like you did a magic.
F of x minus g of x is what we are looking. We know the value of f of x, right? We know the value of g of x. So f of x is what? F of x is what? 4x plus 3. Put them in bracket. 4x plus 3. Are you with what means? So 3x plus 2 minus, so that minus must affect everything inside this thing. So once you multiply everything inside the bracket by minus, it affects it. Minus 4x minus 3. So this becomes 3x, now arrange it, minus 4x plus 2 minus 3. 3x minus 4x is minus 1x. So instead of writing 1x again, you just say minus x. Plus 2 minus 3 equals minus 1. In this case, the only thing that will make it is just some basic knowledge in mathematics. What did you ever to school? Thinking about it on this. What did you?
Yeah, I'm with you.
What's love? What's love?
Okay, sir. Does it mean that if you literally write 1 minus 1x minus 1, you are still correct?
I'm very correct too. If you want for me, reach Allah God first. Because I'm correct. Thank you. Miss Catherine, I think there's something you have to do. You have to some few things, and some basic, just some basic things in mathematics. And plus, minus, some basic things like that. So it's really going to wrong. So that's the reason it's looking at imagine. That's the only reason. It's not getting. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's getting. It's called only understand. Yes. Alright. So you have to that's the message is for you. Okay. This is this, I'm still going f of x and this. So you want the last which use complex. Somebody is going to give f of x times g of x as well. F of x times g of x. It does means multiplication. F of x times g of x. Anyone for it? Anybody? F of x times g of x.
We are doing it to let's move. Plus
I bet you know. Wow. Hey, Joy, let's hear from you. Miss Joy, let's hear from you.
okay, 12x plus 6.
We tried. You didn't get it, but you tried. Anyway, you know what you are going to do. You just don't know how to do it. That's a good thing. And I don't are finishing. People are very similar. Okay, Kingsman, they play. And they make let's hear from you, Mr. Allen.
Okay, I don't know if I'm correct, but anyways, 29x plus 6.
29x plus. Thank you for not knowing we are not correct.
I'm trying to understand what's the dot there. What does
Dot is multiplication. Dot means multiplication.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. George, Mr. George. Mr. George, let's hear you.
I got 12x plus 5.
I beg, I want try.
Hello.
I beg now.
12x squared plus 12x squared
plus
6.
Make I try.
Times 6.
No, Miss Esther, let's hear you again. I haven't heard you. I think she's
12x times 6. 12x squared plus 6.
I will try small.
Now my
I think your mother is on the line.
I got sorry.
Miss Catherine, let's hear you.
12x times 6.
Now my turn, oh, Joro don dey enter.
Sorry.
Yeah, anybody that is your turn, you don't come.
I got 12x times 6.
Oh yeah. Wait, make I talk now, my turn.
I got 12x plus 5.
Plus 12x plus 6.
I fit talk now.
Hello?
Yeah, talk, Miss Catherine.
Oh yeah, me una close math. He don't do close math. I want talk.
Excuse me,
12x plus 17x plus 6.
Joy, you don't get that.
Na lie.
Joy, clap
first.
Joy, clap yourself. Joy, you did there.
Even I know what make I talk before.
Ojoro don't too much.
Joy, you did. Did you like pa?
Kingsmate.
Eh? Okay, why again?
Head.
You know what make I shine?
How many times have you don't shine?
You don't
Let
shine,
us shine too now.
you don't shine, you don't do rust. Kingsmate, no worry, we answer another thing. Joy, you are very, very correct. Everyone, now let's listen and let's look at what actually happened there. See, I've done it here too. Look at it. It doesn't even need, immediately I wrote the question finished, I wrote it here. So by practicing, constant practicing, you don't even need to write it down. You will know the answer straight without writing anything down. So I wrote it down here so as to compare with the person that gets to have. So now it's a very simple process. Please note it. You are going x plus 2 multiplied by 4x plus 3. They are only expanding brackets. Everyone listen. It is too simple. This is how you expand the bracket. Take the element here, use it to multiply everything here. Take the element here, use it to multiply everything here. That is 3x multiplied by 4x plus 3 plus 2 multiplied by 4x plus 3. Everyone, 3x multiplied by 4x plus 3 plus 2 multiplied by 4x plus 3. So this is apparently 3x times 4x. That is 12x squared. Because the x becomes 2. That is how it is x squared. Miss Esther, please speak. Kolawole, Miss Kolawole.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're raising your arm. You have anything to say?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Yes, I'm confused at this place. 3s, open the bracket of 4s plus 3. I'm confused there.
Okay, look at it again. You want to multiply f of x by g of x. F of x is 3x plus 2, is it? Multiplied by g of x. G of x is 4x plus 3. You are multiplying the both of them against each other. To do the work now, you come here and say, write the both of them in brackets like this. The bracket means multiplication, right? So, you are going to take the first element here to multiply the both of them here. Take the first element in the first bracket to multiply all the elements in the second bracket. Now, take the second element in the first bracket to multiply all the elements in the second bracket. What I mean is that 3x multiplied by 4x plus 3. That's 3x multiplied by 4x plus 3. Plus, what's the next thing? 2 multiplied by 4x plus 3. That is what we are doing. Now I'm going to multiply. 4x times 3x equals to 12x squared. I don't know how to explain that. X times x gives x squared. 3 times 4 gives 12. Plus 3x times 3 gives 9x. Your plus is here, right? 2 times 4x, that is 8x. Plus 2 times 3, that is 6. So this is 12x squared plus 9x plus 8x, because they both have x behind them. So I'll definitely add them together. That is 17x. But 6 does not have x, so 6 is ordinarily 6. Hey, I don't know why it looks hard. It is too simple than to be hard. Please, I understand. Just show your action. I'll explain again. Okay. Okay. Naomi, you're here. It's true, you did here before. How far are you getting it? Naomi,
Yes, I am.
that's good to hear. Okay, I'm going to explain again. For those of us that didn't really get it well, look at the process again. I said we're multiplying f of x by g of x. So make sure you have this note with you and just screenshot it straight. F of x multiplied against g of x. Doing that, f of x is 3x plus 2 multiplied by 4x plus 3. So you have to take the first element here. As a normal mathematics guy or person, you don't have to write all these ones out. You just do what? 3 times 4x. That's 3x times 4x. That's 12x squared. 3x times 3, 9x. 4x times 2, 8x. 2 times 3, 6. That's how you're supposed to go with it. But to explain better, we have to bring 3x out, multiply by everything here. Again, use the second element, which is 2, multiply by everything here. Use this one, multiply by everything here. Take this one, multiply by everything, that there you go. So now do the math. Bracket means multiplication. I'm going to use this 3 times 4x. Then 3x times 3 again. 2 times 4x, then 2 times 3. I don't think it can be explained better than this. Unless there is some additional time again. This K3.
Can we also do some division?
Division, we're not really going for division. We're not doing division. We're not really doing division. You get it? To do for division, I suppose it's going to go a long way. It's like, how do I go? Okay. Let's go for division. I'll just do it a quick one. The pros here should just understand the concept. We'll not really do it like do it for everybody. Let's say I have x squared x squared minus 1. F of x is x squared minus 1. G of x is x plus 1. So now find f of x over g of x. We call this quotient. F of x over g of x equals x squared minus 1 over g of x is what? X plus 1. Are we together? For those of us that are together, this is x squared minus 1. Factorize it. This is a difference of squares. That's x minus 1 times x plus 1. That is the factorization over x plus 1, right? So x plus 1 cancels x plus 1. So f of x over g of x is going to give me x minus 1. That's the answer. For Miss Catherine that asked, please, why did you ask me how did I get it? Allah, that lady. Allah. Is anybody should ask me? Miss Catherine, let's hear you. You want to ask it? No, thank God you will do that.
Can we use real numbers, sir? Real numbers, like whole numbers.
Whole numbers, as in whole numbers. I don't understand. Like we change these things to whole numbers by ourselves. It can't be done.
Yes.
It can't be done.
Instead of all this x squared minus 1,
It can't be done.
Okay.
This is how so you have to follow this one. Don't use it. This is how it is given. You understand? Can you change it to no, as time goes on, what are you studying? Yes.
Computer science.
Yeah, as time goes on, you're going to understand it very, very good. So you just need to spend time with mathematics a little bit.
Okay, thank you so much.
Stuff like this are just basic things. You need to go yourself through it a little bit. Just spend your time with it. You understand it very well. Since you can't, how do I say it? You can't leave it. You can't run away from it. So you understand it. Don't worry. Okay. I think we've talked about the inverse, right? We've talked about after inverse. Let me now give you. We talked about inverse. We talked about the composite function. We talked about ordinary. Okay, now the last thing. Guys, I want everyone to hear this. Everyone, please. F of x is given to me. 3x plus 2. Please listen carefully. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. Yeah, f of x equals 3x plus 2. So g of x equals 4x plus 9. This one is your work, this inverse. And this is also, you must understand this. So f of x equals 3x plus 2 and g of x equals 4x plus 9. Look at the common thing here, guys. The common thing is that they will say find f of g of x. F of g of x. Do you see what is here? F of g of x. They will ask you to find that. Okay? Find f of g of x. Is there anyone that have an idea about it before? Maybe it looks familiar. Let us solve it together. It is very simple. What you need here is just to come and do answer. F of g of x means where you see x inside f of g, you now use the whole of, where you see x inside f of x, you use the whole of g of x to represent it. This is what we are doing. Very, very simple. I'm coming. So this is this is 3x plus 2. So instead of writing that x now, I'm going to write f of g of x. Instead of writing that x now, I'm now going to write the whole of g of x. That's 3 times, you see, the place that I'm supposed to write x. I'll now write 4x plus 9. Now finish it, plus 2. Open my bracket. 3 times 4x gives 12x. Plus 3 times 9 gives 27 plus 2. I have 12x plus 29. That's f of g of x. Reaction to see if you understand. It's K3. I be the first person. See what you show me. Now bad market you show me.
No. You don't understand.
Hello, good evening. I'm just logging in now. Good evening.
Welcome. I'm just logging in now. Miss, mommy, do you want us to go back? I like your name, Chinoso.
Yes. I'm just logging in now. So you guys too.
Ask me a question. I'm going to change f of x to 3x. Now let us solve. So f equals what? Mute your mic, please. Please mute.
Yes.
Please mute the mic. Please.
Yes.
Off the mic, please. Please off the mic. Mute the mic. Yeah, thank you. Thank you like that. For that. I'm looking for f of g of x, everyone. It's a simple process. So I'm going to take f of x. The value of g of x, that's 3x plus 9, will be impute where I'm supposed to what? Write x. So now f of g of x is 3 times, what is x? Instead of writing that 3 times 3x, instead of writing 3x, I'm going to write the whole of this because I'm writing f of g of x. That's 3, open bracket, 3x plus 9. We are continue. Minus 2, that is outside. So I have 3 times 3x, that is 9x plus 27 minus 2. This is 9x plus 25. So I've found f of g of x. The next one is, let us say I have g of x to be 8x squared minus 4. And then f of x equals, I'm looking for something missing. X minus 2, x minus 1, x minus 1. So find g of f of x. Okay, let me wait for you. G of f of x. I'm waiting for you guys. We'll do it together after those people do get their votes. This show reaction, you know, easy to kill me. This K3, haven't you gotten it?
I got it. Like the place I'm actually confused is when you did f of j of x, 3 into bracket 3x plus 9. You know there is an x as f, there is an x behind 3. I don't know, maybe you get my point.
Yeah, I got it. That is 3 times 3x. That's why I'm writing 9x.
I think it should be 3x squared now. There is one x at the top, 3x minus 2.
This is 1x. This is ordinary x. And even there is an x.
fx. I'm talking about fx.
Where is fx? This one?
The first question. The first, yes. We have 3x minus, what is there? Minus 2, right?
Yes.
And when you are breaking it down here, I'm only saying 3x. So that x is eliminated, Abby. Do you get my question, sir? I'm so sorry for troubling you. I don't know if you get my question.
I understand your question now.
I'm just asking. Yes, I'm just asking. Yeah. That it doesn't mean right.
I'm thinking of the way I'm looking at the way major sports.
You know, we're having 3x minus 2.
You know this thing you have here? Forget it. Yes. I can use one. I can use W to represent it. It is just a tiny.
No. I'm talking about the x behind 3. The x behind 3. Yes.
Okay. What I'm doing here is that I'm not using that. It's like I'm taking the whole of this one to represent that x. The x will not be there again.
Instead of writing that x again. Okay.
I just understood it.
That's what I wanted. Yes, that's what I wanted to get. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Timothy.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I'm unable to view the board of video.
You're unable to do it.
View the board. I'm not seeing anything again.
I suppose you should see it now.
Kindly pin his screen. Pin his screen.
I've pinned the screen. I've even made it full on my phone. I'm not able to see it.
I'm going to see it, please. It's okay now.
Okay.
All right. What did I want to say? Is there any progress about the question? I have g of x equals 8x squared minus 4, and f of x equals x minus 1. Find g of f of x. Wow. Does that mean you have understood it well? Complement. Okay. Probably it's your network, Mr. Timothy. Aminat, you are doing well. Let's hear you.
The question that you gave us, since you said we are representing the the x with the O and this thing, so that means what I got here is 8x minus 4.
Aminat, go over it again.
No, like the other time when you were.
Go over it again.
Okay.
On the phone,
Okay.
Kingsmate, I want to make you shine now. You know, carry it, come and shine. Come shine, oh, Kingsmate. Kingsmate, come shine now. Still the man. You said let's hear you. Ms. Adenike.
So yeah, from my hand there, I got 8x squared minus 5.
You tried. At least you tried, but it's not right.
Okay, I don't read you.
Let's hear you. X-Wait.
My answer is 8x squared minus 16x plus 4.
Huh? And X-Mate try. X-Mate try. When you carry a shop stick, then and you try X-Mate. You don't get that. You don't get that. But you try. You try. You don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that. I want to do the people. What else does let me give you so everybody can finish it now. 8x squared minus 4. 8 times. Instead of writing x, you're going to write x minus 1. So the square is there. Minus 4.
Is 8x squared minus 16x plus 4? Is right.
X squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 4. 8x squared minus 16x plus 8 minus 4. Brody, he's supposed to slap me. He's supposed to slap me. I don't clap for this.
I told you now, it's 8x squared minus 16x plus 4. It's right. It's right.
He's right, to be sincere. That's perfect.
It's right. I said it. It's right.
I can see you were clapping now. I saw the emoji. Wow, you did well, bro. You did well, bro. And now let us solve it together.
My brain won't blow.
Who be this? Your brain won't blow. Okay, Miss Kid. You don't go blow. No go blow. It's just by practicing. So anything you don't understand, just put it in the book.
Please get cool water. Please get cool water, please. Kechi, get cool water.
I don't get water for you, I beg. My brain won't blow.
Shey na aging function you dey do? Abi na aging limit? On top marking and function, cool water abi? I'm coming. I'll show you now. Okay. The value is f of x equals 8x squared minus 4. And then g of x equals. I mean, what is the question? X minus 1. Is this how the question came?
Yes.
Is this how the
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
That's not
yes.
that's the question. That's not the question. G of x is
G of x is x minus 1.
No, f of x is x minus 1.
Sorry, that is
No.
okay. That is it.
No, that's correct now. That's the question.
It's correct.
No, he gave us
No.
He gave us
G of x and 8x
The G should be up. F should be down.
Should be down.
Thank you, Brody.
I know. So I don't know what I'm saying.
Well done, man. You know it.
Don't worry. Okay. G of x equals 8.
Yes, I'm with you.
Will I say your service they shit you? You are with me since I don't call your name. And f of x equals x minus 1. Guys, let's move. We're looking for g of f of x. A very simple thing. We move together. How do we go? G of x is 8x squared minus 4, and f of x is x minus 1. So g of f of x will be 8 times x minus 1 is what? X minus 1. That represents this x. And square is at the top, don't forget. Minus 4. Are we together? Are we together? Thank you. So this is 8 times, open this bracket, x minus 1 squared. You can go somewhere and open it. And if you had known it before, you don't need to go through the stress. Open it. This is x times x squared. X times minus 1, minus x. 1 minus 1 times x, minus x. Minus times minus 1, plus 1. So this is x squared minus 2x plus 1. So x squared minus 2x plus 1. So the minus 4 behind is minus 4. When you open this bracket, multiply everything inside the bracket by 8. 8 times x squared gives 8x squared minus 8 times 2x gives 16x plus 8 times 1 gives 8. I can write my minus 4. Finish the work. I have 8x squared minus 16x plus 8 minus 4. 4. This is how Kingsmith got his answer. Please screenshot and watch the video later. You don't understand. Yeah. This Catherine no go kill me with her stickers. Different types of sticker and in your own thing. Different emojis. I they use tongue with the face grind. Again. 8x. Okay, Miss Catherine.
I get now my brain won't blow. This is personal offer.
Okay. I think we'll stop there. Let me give some words before I stop.
Sir?
I said let me give some work before I stop. I will stop here. I'm going to give.
We can submit later now in the next class.
No, sir. Who is on to? Shout out to mark you. Just go through them. Even you can be looking for questions. Are you?
There is no next class for that one. No. Maybe you should submit it on the group.
No next class for something like this again. I'm going to another thing.
Is there a group? I would like to join, sir.
Who did you? Is Jeffrey here?
Is there a group? I'm not in your group.
I'm not sure. I've not seen it. Oh, really? Drop your number.
Okay, I will do that now.
Catherine, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. I can hear you.
Get in touch with him. If you want to join and you're in the group, just get in touch with him.
Sorry, it's not only that is not in the group. I'm not in the group also too.
And then throw the link for the then click on.
Okay.
Or you should drop your own contact.
Don't worry, I'll throw the link there now.
I've sent my number. My number is on the income messages. So you can probably just add me up. Can you hear me?
Can I hear you?
Don't worry, I'll drop the link there now.
But I've dropped my number already.
See that number. I'll go easy to flavor about your number.
Okay, I've seen it. I've seen your number. I've seen it. Okay.
As I was saying, Jerry, people, please let us find the inverse of this. Let me quickly write the work I want to give out. So I don't care anyone that does it. So you can give it a try. You cannot give it a try too. So f of x equals f of x equals 3x plus 4. Find f inverse of x. 3x plus 4. Why am I using 3x plus 3x? So that's question 1. Question 2 is f of x equals 4x plus 3. Find x if f of x equals 10. If f of x equals 11. Find x if f of x equals 11. Question 3. I will be waiting for you guys. So. Question 3 is...
Your body is not stable.
Who is that speaking in tongue? G of x equals to x minus 2. Find f of g of x. B f of x minus g of x. Okay. Don't you think we should submit this in the group? We should submit it in the group now. Let's just see those that are going to submit their own. And see f of x divided by g. B is g of x. Okay, I'm waiting for you guys. No, come and submit it in the group. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They should submit it in the group.
write the question, please. Just screenshot the question now. My phone is getting.
Please, those of you that are not in the group, please just, that's my number. You can just add me on WhatsApp. I can't be taking your number one after the other. Thank you. Ali, this last one, they are not clear. Like, I think it's the marker you use. I don't know. It's not clear. That's what I'm saying. The last one.
G of x is the last one. The last one is G of x. Are we done, please?